I know everyone talks about how important it is to have a blog on your website as a professional photographer, but as I was doing research, I couldn't find anybody showing you how to actually set it up and what to include on your blog page. If you want to run a successful photography business, having a blog is going to make that so much easier. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up a business blog for your website using Showit and WordPress, which are my tools of choice. Showit is my website platform of choice because it is just so easy to use. And when you get a blog with your Showit website, that is run on WordPress. As a former software engineer, I love to test out all kinds of different tech and tools, and Showit by far is the easiest platform for your entire photography website. It's fast to load, it comes at a great price point, it's drag and drop so you can customize it exactly how you want it to look. And it makes my photographer heart happy because I don't have to write any code to do this. I would consider Showit to be an affordable website platform. And what I mean when I say affordable is that if you want to be a photographer in the long term, a full-time photographer, you really can't afford not to have a website. So first things first, we're going to start with setting up your Showit account. You can start with the free account to see if you like it, to see if you like the website editor, but you will need a paid plan to have a WordPress blog. Remember that website hosting is just a cost of doing business, and you should fold that cost into your photography pricing. I have another video on pricing that shows you just how to do that. If you're new to Showit, I have dropped my affiliate link in the description, which just helps me continue to make free content like this. First up, let's set up your Showit account. So here is the Showit website, and if we go take a look at pricing, you can start on a free plan. They do have a free plan available. You won't be able to connect your domain, but you can play around with the editor itself. I have the Showit Basic Starter blog. That's this plan right here. That has been fine for me. I haven't really needed to upgrade, but you can make that decision if you need it. So once you're logged in, what you want to do is go open the design app. Once you're in the editor, it's going to look something like this. It might not look exactly the same, but what I'm going to do is click into my main website. I'm going to open it. And then if we want to see different free themes that are available, you're going to click on your name here in the bottom left corner and then create new design. Now, what this is going to do is bring up the free themes that are available in Showit. And they have quite a few free themes available. But if you are ready to go all in on your Showit design, I highly recommend Elizabeth McCravy's templates. My own template for my website is from her store that I've customized to my own branding, and she has so many to choose from. Elizabeth's templates are perfect if you aren't quite ready to hire a designer to do a full website build out, but you still want a professional, optimized website that you know will work. What I love about Elizabeth's templates is that they are so customizable. My website template is actually based on the Sophie, but if we take a look at my website, I've totally customized it to my own branding. And the way her templates are built, it just makes it so easy to make it look like your own. And I get compliments on my website all the time about it looking like I hired a designer, but I just started with Elizabeth's templates. She also has step-by-step video tutorials on how you can customize it and set it up and show it for yourself. Trust me, her designs are a game changer for photographers. You can find my affiliate link for her templates in the description. Of course, you can always start with a free theme. That's what I did before I invested in one of Elizabeth McCravy's templates. Something to keep in mind though, if you are going with the free theme, the blog page of your website can be tricky to customize. It can get technical. So as you're searching through the list of free themes, pick one where you like the way the blog page looks so that you don't have to make as much customization to it. Once you add a free theme, it'll show up in Showit like this. I have the My Monstera free theme from Showit, and then this is my Sophie theme that I have from Elizabeth. So I'm just going to open my website so you can see my blog. I'm going to open it. And that is how you get a theme inside of Showit. Now that we have these big pieces set up, what we're going to do is focus specifically on the blog page. I'm not talking about the blog posts themselves, but I mean the blog page where all of your blog posts get listed. So to find that inside of Showit, what you're going to do is click on Site on the left bar, and then scroll down until you see blog templates. And blog is right here. I'm going to show desktop view only. And if we scroll down, this is the design of my blog. The first element of a blog page is the snippet at the top. which is this section right here. Welcome to the Emily Kim Photography blog. This intro tells your readers what they can expect to find on your blog. This should be at the top of your blog above the fold, meaning it's visible before they even scroll down. Another thing that I like to have above the fold is images of my portfolio work. So if we look at this, it's actually a gallery, and I have 3 images that are cycling. You can have more if you want, I just have 3. Now, something else that gets overlooked pretty consistently on blogs is your sidebar, and that's this section right here where I have my photo. An effective sidebar is your blog's best friend. Your sidebar is going to show up on every single blog post on your blog. What you can do is tell people more about you. Who are you? What do you do? How can you help your blog readers? Some important things to include, always a headshot, so I have a headshot here, and then an about snippet of my business. I have a link to my about page if they want to read more, and then next I also have a search bar. When you're looking for a theme, most themes should have a search bar built in. Just make sure it's something that you have. It can be complicated and technical to do it on your own. Now, this next section you don't need to worry about until you have blogs written and published, but what I like to do is link to popular blog posts. I know my blog post, Brand Photos for Coaches, Ideas, and Inspiration, that gets a lot of views, so it's probably likely that my viewer might be interested in that. I link out to my most popular blog posts here. It's also great for SEO. In my next section, I link out to different resources that I have, and you can see it's kind of overlapping. It doesn't look like that when you publish the blogs. If you want to look at the sidebar itself, what we can do is go to Page, and then here it is, Desktop Sidebar. Then if we do Edit Blog Sidebar, okay, now we're only looking at the sidebar. I like to link out to resources that I have so that people can stay in touch with me or look at what else I have to offer. I have my free resource library, my stock shop is paid, and then my free preset for Lightroom Mobile. If you don't have freebies, don't worry about the section yet. This is just something to add down the line. This takes care of most of the setup we have to do in Showit. We're going to come back here later, but now let's jump over to WordPress and do the setup there. When you sign up for Showit, it comes with WordPress built in, so you do not need to go make a separate WordPress account on WordPress.com. It's on your website. These are the instructions to access your blog, but generally what you're going to do is go to your website, your domain, and then add /WP admin. That's where I am on my website now, and I'm going to log in. Now that we're here logged in, the first thing we're going to do is set up your profile. You can do this by clicking up here in the top right corner and then edit profile. What we're going to change in here is your name or your display name. I want my name to actually show up as Emily Kim. We're going to save that and then update this to say Emily Kim. What this does is if the author name is displayed on the blog post, it'll show your name. You also want to make sure that you have your profile picture set, which is your gravatar. You're going to click here and it'll take you to instructions on how to set it up there. Next, we are going to set up your categories. And categories not only helps beautify your blog and keep it organized, but it helps your readers find more of what they want to read. To do that, we're going to go into posts and then categories. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that I recommend starting with 2 categories. I have a lot more. These are older and a lot of them don't even have relevant blog posts anymore, but start with 2, your client case studies and then informational blog posts. My client work goes into this category here, branding, and then I have split out my educational or informational blog posts into business tips and planning your shoot, because I have a lot of general small business advice as well as photo shoot specific advice. If we come take a look at my website, on my blog, this is how I build out those categories. Oh, and I have one specifically for photographers. Now we're going to go back into WordPress and create the category if you need to. You'll add it here. And the slug is going to be the URL-friendly version of your name. This should be short and simple, contain only letters. I don't recommend having numbers. My branding category is, I believe it's /branding or /branding. And then my business tips is going to be /business-tips. Now what we want to do is, after you've created the categories, we want to link it into Showit. The easiest way to do that is to go click View. This will open the page on your website. And if we take a look at the URL here, it's emilykimphotography.com/category/branding. What I want to do is copy all of this. Then we're going to go back into the Showit editor, which is here. And we're going to go back to my blog page. And then in the categories, we want to link it to your category. To do that, click on the text or the button. And I like to do this by going to click actions, URL, and then /category/branding, or just paste that link that you just dropped in there. After you've done this for all of your categories, don't forget to publish so that it shows up on your website. Okay, we're back in WordPress now. Last but not least, we want to set up our plugins. So what that is on WordPress, if you look on the left, come down to plugins. These are the plugins that come with the Showit basic and starter blog plan that I have. I've never needed another plugin. You can take a look at what they are all here, but the ones that I use the most are this one, the Weblazar Pin It button, and also Yoast SEO. So the Pin It button, if we go take a look at a blog post that I have, when I hover, you'll see there's two here because I have a Chrome extension, but when I hover over an image, this bigger Pin It button, that's what that plugin does. It encourages people as they're doing their own research to pin to Pinterest or to save my photos to Pinterest. So I always want that there. The next plugin is Yoast SEO, which I love because it helps me optimize each of my blog posts for search engines. When you turn it on, if you go into your blog posts, I'll just take a look at the last one that I have. The Yoast SEO plugin shows up here. It's loading right now. There we go. And it gives you an SEO report. It will give you instructions on how to increase that score. I love that because it's a nice check for me to make sure that my blog posts are optimized for search engines. Those are all of the backend tech essentials that you need to set up your photography business blog for success. In my next video, I am going to show you how I write my blog posts for my photography business and show you my step-by-step process from start to finish. I'll see you there.